Hello to our 8 subscribers.
Woo-woo.
Here we are with our second game of Kill Team on camera. We have a better setup. We got some mics and a super fancy 3D printed scoreboard. We're playing on the Vulcus terrain. We got crit mission number 2. Anna's playing the Goremongers. I'm playing the WarpCoven. I don't have any Zangors, so it won't be meta, but we're just playing for fun. We rolled off for priority and Anna won. So she's going to take you through her list first.
So the first guy we have is my leader, who is the Blood Herald. He's got Icon of Corn and Chainblade. He also has an ability called Corn's Favor, which is once during each of this operative's action, if the gore tank is empty, you can increase its gore tank. And it also has Impending Apotheosis. Apparently I can't speak. Once per battle, when an attack dice inflicts damage on this operative, you can ignore that inflicted damage. Then I have the Blood Taker, who comes with Auto Pistols and Ritual Blade. Ritual is whenever this operative is using this weapon, the first time you inflict damage on an operative within its control range, during that sequence, you increase the operative's gore tank. Note this is cumulative with the normal rules for increasing its gore tank, i.e. if it's incapacitated, an operative within its control range. It also has Transfusion Ritual, which is decreases operative's gore tank instead of using a oh my god. I can't read. I'm illiterate. Singuvite.
Oh. Sanguivite. That's your
rule.
faction rule with all the abilities you can do for blood.
You can increase the gore tank of one other friendly Goremonger operative within 8 inches of this operative. And then this operative cannot perform this action while within control range of an enemy operative or if its gore tank is empty. I just want to preface this with, I did complete English in high school. These are just hard words. Next is the Enticer, who comes with dual auto pistols focused and dual auto pistols point blank. It also has dash and spray for 1 AP, which is perform a free dash action and free shoot action. With this operative in any order, you can only select dual auto pistols focused for that shoot action, and this operative cannot perform this action while it has a conceal order or while within control range of an enemy operative. I then have the Skull Claimer.
There's something on the back of that one?
Oh. Enticer has, as well, Incite the Hunt. Whenever this operative incapacitates an enemy operative from more than 2 inches away, before that enemy operative is removed from the kill zone, you can increase the gore tank of one friendly Goremonger operative within 8 inches of that enemy operative. Whenever this operative inflicts damage on an enemy operative but doesn't incapacitate it, the enemy operative gains a bleeding token if it doesn't have one already. During a friendly Goremonger operative's activation or counteraction, before or after it performs an action, if it is within 8 inches of an enemy operative that has a bleeding token, you can remove that token and increase that friendly operative's gore tank. And then next, I have Skull Claimer, who comes with auto pistols and a great chain axe. He is also brutish, which is whenever an attack dice would inflict critical damage on this operative, you can choose for that attack dice to inflict normal damage instead. And he also has Claim Skull, which is once per turning point. If this operative incapacitates an enemy operative with its great chain axe, you gain 1 CP. And then I have the Impaler, who comes with auto pistols, Flesh Skewer Ranged, and Flesh Skewer Stab. Flesh Skewer Range comes with Drag, which is whenever this operative is shooting with this weapon at the start of the resolve attack dice step before inflicting damage, you can move that target up to X. X is your total number of successful unblocked attack dice multiplied by 2. The target must be moved to the location it can be placed as close as possible to this operative, determined by the X you choose to use. The move must be done in 1 or more straight line increments, and the increments are always rounded up to the nearest inch. Whenever the target is dropping during that move, ignore the vertical distance. And then the Flesh Skewer Range also has Prey, which is whenever this operative is shooting with this weapon in the resolve attack dice step after resolving the drag weapon rule if you choose to, you can discard any of your successful unblocked attack dice. In other words, you can choose not to inflict damage with any number of them.
Yeah, so that lets you drag him in so that somebody else can kill him when he's in melee range.
Mm-hmm. Next, I have my Stalker. who has auto pistols and pick rippers. He also has climbing picks, which is whenever this operative is climbing, treat the vertical distance as 2 inches, regardless of how far the operative actually moves vertically. He also has rooftop stalker, which is whenever this operative is fighting during an activation in which it dropped from vantage terrain, or whenever this operative is fighting against an enemy operative that's on vantage terrain, this operative's melee weapons have the relentless weapon rule. And then last but not least, I have 2 aspirants. They have auto pistols and chain glaive. They also have obsessive bloodlust, which is whenever this operative ends the fight action, if it no longer is within control range of enemy operatives, it can immediately perform a free charge action, even if it's already performed the charge action during that activation, but cannot move more than 2 inches during that action. Doing so doesn't prevent it from performing the charge, dash, or reposition action afterwards during that activation. And those are all my guys.
Cool. Yeah, pretty standard. Not much selection for the Goremongers. They're just a
lot
box team.
A lot of words.
Yep, pretty much. Well, and then I got my WarpCoven. We have 3 sorcerers, because you always bring the sorcerers. We have the Sorcerer of Destiny, and he will be equipped with a Prospering Kopesh. He has the Protected by Fate psychic ability for 1 AP. You can select 1 friendly warp cover operative visible to this operative until the start of the operative's next activation, until it's incapacitated or this action is performed again. Whenever an operative is shooting that selected operative, you can reroll any of your defensive dice. Then he has Ravaged Destiny, which is another psychic ability. You can select an enemy operative visible to and within 9 inches of this operative until the start of this operative's next activation, until it's incapacitated, or until this action is performed again by a friendly operative. Whenever that enemy operative is shooting, fighting, or retaliating, your opponent must re-roll their attack dice results of 6, and whenever determining control of a marker, treat that enemy operative's APL as 1 lower. And he will have the Sorceress boon that lets him go through walls. Immaterial Flight. So when he does a charge or reposition, he can fly, but you don't get any bonuses to movement from charging. Then we have the Sorcerer of Temperian, who is my leader, so he would be on 15 wounds. He also has a Prospering Kopesh. He has the Temporal Flux ability, which lets you place a marker. Pick a guy, place a marker near them. At the end of their activation, they can teleport back if they're within 6 inches of it. And then the Reconstitution Ritual, which lets you pick a friendly WarpCoven operative visible to and within 6 inches. That operative regains 2d3 lost wounds. The Sorcerer of Warpfire has a Warpflame pistol as his weapon option. And he has 2 good psychic attacks with Firestorm and Mind Burn. And then he has the Alight ability to select 1 enemy operative visible to this operative till the start of this operative's next activation. Oh my god, it's the same rule. Until it's incapacitated or until this action is performed again by a friendly operative. That operative gains 1 of your Alight tokens whenever a friendly WarpCoven operative is fighting against, shooting against, or retaliating against an enemy operative that has 1 of your Alight tokens. That friendly operative's weapons have the Ceaseless Weapon rule. So some good old buffs. Then we got 2 regular Rubric Marines, the 2 Rubric Marine Warriors, and 1 Rubric Marine Gunner, because the Soul Reaper cannon is amazing. The Warriors have Ceaseless if they haven't charged or repositioned before they shoot. And the Rubric Marine Gunner, it takes an extra APL to shoot his gun a second time if I shoot twice. So if he shoots 2 times, it takes all 3 APL, so he can't move and shoot twice. And then because they are Dusty Boys, if they aren't within 9 inches of a sorcerer at the beginning of their activation, then they lose an APL. Okay. So they just got to stay near the leaders. Yeah, so I didn't say, but my Sorcerer of Temperian, the leader, has the mutant appendage, so he can interact with mission objectives for free. You can do it while in combat range of enemies. And then the Warpfire Sorcerer has Incorporeal Sight, so enemy operatives cannot be obscured, and the weapons have the Saturate weapon rule. So he is very shooty, as you saw on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for equipment, what did you go with?
So I went with my regular faction equipment of the Bloody Cadaver, which is before the battle, you can set up one of your Bloody Cadaver markers wholly within your territory and more than 2 inches from other markers, excluding your Gory Totem marker. Friendly Goremonger operatives can perform the pickup marker action on that marker. In the ready step of each strategy phase, you can increase the Gore tank of one friendly Goremonger operative that controls that marker, unless that friendly operative is within control range of an enemy operative. I also went with the Gory Totem. Before the battle, you can set up one of your Gory Totem markers wholly within your territory and more than 2 inches from other markers, excluding your Bloody Cadaver marker. Whenever an enemy operative within 3 inches of your Gory Totem marker is shooting, fighting, or retaliating, your opponent cannot reroll their attack dice. And then I also went with Wrist Chains, which is once per turning point when a friendly Goremonger operative performs the shoot action and you're selecting a ranged weapon, you can use this rule. If you do, until the end of that action, the following melee weapons are treated as ranged weapons with the range 2-inch weapon rule: Chain Blade, Chain Glaive, Great Chain Axe, ignore its brutal weapon rule, and Pick Rippers. And then I got rid of one of the faction equipments that comes with my Goremongers, and I replaced it with the universal equipment of crack grenades.
Cool. They're good against Marines. And I went with ensorcelled rounds. So my WarpCoven operatives, Inferno bolt guns, bolt pistols, and auto pistols have devastating 1. The Demon Maw weapons add 1 to the attack stat of friendly WarpCoven Rubric Marines melee weapons. When they're retaliating, their weapons have accurate 1. Arcane Robe, which is once per turning point, whenever an attack would inflict critical damage on a friendly WarpCoven sorcerer operative, you can use this rule. If you do, that attack dice inflicts normal damage. And then Sorcerer's Scroll with Echoes of the Warp is apparently the best thing to do, but I don't feel like I have a good enough grasp of the rules to be doing the super techie stuff, so instead I just went with some ladders so I can climb some walls. Yeah, and there's our lists. So we will jump into equipment setup.
Our guys are not fully painted. They do have at least 3 colors on them, so they are battle ready.
But I mean, half the time you play games, nobody has painted minis anyways.
Exactly. So it just shows that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is a game. Better to play with the minis than fear them being painted. So you have 2 to set up. You have to do them one at a time.
My Bloody Cadaver and my Gory Totem to set up.
Alrighty, so pick one and set it up. I'll pick a ladder. You get to set up your other, and then I'll set up my other ladder.
Okie dokie. My Bloody Cadaver is going to go right here, right in the middle.
Okie dokie. We're going to put a ladder over here.
Very nice. And then my Gory Totem, has to be wholly within my territory. So on this side over. And it has to be 2 inches away from objectives. I'm going to put it right there.
Seems good. I'm going to throw my other ladder in here. Oh.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Like that, I guess. Sure.
Well, how are you going to get up it if that corner piece is... You're not going to fit there, babe.
Yeah, I guess I would have to go around that just to climb it. Mm-hmm. And they don't go.
I feel like you're better to put it like there if you want it there. You know? But then you're kind of putting yourself out to like...
Yeah. I mean, I could just run around.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go like that, because it's not like you're going to climb that ladder. You can if you want. Okay. And then we go to set up operatives. We did our equipment, so now you drop 3.
Alrighty. So my leader is going to go right here. I guess you have pretty... I should cover him, eh?
He's covered there. As long as the base is a little bit tucked.
With a conceal and half a blood tank. And then I'm going to pick my aspirants. So I drop 3, 3, and then 2. And I'm going to put an aspirant here with Conceal and Half-Blood. And I'm going to put another one here. With a Conceal and Half-Blood. And that's my first 3.
I've changed my mind. I'm moving my ladder over here. So we can get up in the bird's nest, if possible. And you can pass through it, so... Well, we had some second thoughts. We moved our ladder from here to here. We're going to put our Sorcerer of Warpfire over here by the ladder with a Conceal. And then we're going to put our Heavy Gunner right here. Near the ladder, but still able to take some shots if need be.
This may be a bad idea putting this guy out in the open, but I'm going to put my Impaler right here. YOLO. You only learn by making mistakes, folks. So Impaler's going to go there. Then I'm going to do my Enticer, my double pistol. Pew, 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 pew. And Enticer is going to go right there.
Yeah, I think this table's a lot shakier than the other one.
Yeah. Just adds to the campiness.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Skull Claimer. We're going to put him right here.
Okay, and that's your 3?
Or maybe I put him... See, if I put him here, it's just like wide open.
Yep.
And that's what I'm afraid of.
Yep.
But I want him near the token to fill up. Ugh. Okay, he's going to go there.
Okay. Okay, and then back over with Zinch, we're going to put our walk through walls guy here, so he can walk through this wall. And then we're going to put our gunner number 1 over here to hold down the flank. We will toss her back over to Anna.
Blood Taker, I'm going to put here, depending on where I want. No, not like here.
We might as well push him against the wall.
See how much he tries to influence me while we play?
Notice how I didn't stop you from putting that guy out in the open?
Don't I have initiative? Just run him up to this barricade?
You have initiative now, not turn 1.
And then my Stalker. Stalker might as well go over with my leader. Over at this door. Ta-da! Perfection. Master kill team deployer. Whatever you say, Anna.
Okay, and last but not least, we have our fearless leader. Ooh, giving the table a good shake. And then we have our gunner number 2 over here. Oh, I guess that wasn't a very good shot, but yeah, you get the gist. Okay, so we'll go to scouting. Nice.
Did you ever edit that one out?
No. So number behind your back.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Shing!
Cool. So you went with number 1 for an equip.
Which I think reposition. Yeah, reposition beats equip.
Okay. But you get to pick first. So what are you taking? The smoke grenades?
I am taking smoke grenades.
Cool. And I will do a little reposition.
No. Oh, wow.
We're going to reposition our sorcerer essentially up this ladder 3 inches forward.
Cruel. Cruel. And then you're going to throw fireballs?
If possible.
I'm just stay away from you. I'm just going to huddle in here. All of my guys are going to come and hang out in here.
Okay,
Party.
so we picked our tech up already. Did that off camera. And I will give you initiative for first turn. And with that, we'll go into the first turning point. I think that's everything.
You gave me initiative.
Yeah, so I can hopefully get it second.
Okay.
I don't really want to shoot that guy. That's not really worth it.
Okay.
And we are back in the first turning point.
Whoop,
So we will both get a CP just over here. Wherever the 3 is. There we go. Might as well make a match. Cool. Okay, and you have priority. So
heck yeah.
get to do a strategic gambit.
When do we pick our primary op?
Oh, yeah, we have to do that right now.
Okay.
Huh.
I just gotta read up on my tech op again. What's the crit op again?
I think we have these mixed up. This was not the one I picked.
I don't think this was the one I picked either.
Yes. Okay, that makes more sense.
Nice. Well, at least I know yours now.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I didn't think I picked this one, but okay. I guess we'll go with it.
Tack up selected.
Shuffle these up in case anybody's seen them. As on all of you.
Yeah, I never know. The viewers might tell me.
Hey! Slide these over. Face down so
Okie
nobody can
dokie.
see.
So, strategic gambit.
I think I'm going to fill up on the Enticer. So his half-blood tank. I'm sorry. Her half-blood tank is going to go to full.
Cool. I'm not doing anything, so I'll pass.
Alrighty.
Are you going to do another one?
Honestly, I don't really do much in the first round.
Yeah, most people.
So I'm not going to do anything, I don't think.
Okay, so we'll
other than fill up.
Firefight these.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, where are we going first, Livy?
I'm going to go with my Impaler first because he is wide open. And I kind of want to get him protected a little bit in some cover. I've got a spicy move on the Goremongers. So I played the Plague Marines last, and they can only move 5. The Goremongers can move a whopping 7 inches.
Pretty spicy.
So this buddy, which I can sit down for. Oh, nice. I can move 7 inches. Just take me there. I'll dash him. 3. And that can tuck him right over here. And we'll keep him concealed. And half-blood. That's me.
Okay, so I'm just going to play defensively. I don't really know what to do. We have a 5-inch move, so between a move and a dash, we'll be able to just tuck up behind here. Keep a good sight down that lane, but not give you an opening.
I'm going to go with my leader. So leader also has a 7-inch move. All of my guys do. Out 1. So now he has 6 inches.
Yep.
Then he's going to move his 5 up to here.
Uh-huh.
He gets 1 more inch of movement. So he's going to tuck in here. And then I'm going to move 3 inches. I'm going to dash 3 inches. I'm thinking I'm going to come to the door. Hang out there. Why not? And stay concealed with a half-blood. That's my leader.
Yeah, so we played a practice game on Tuesday and learned some things.
No, Will did not learn. I learned.
Well, I mean, you kind of like one-banged a bunch of the Marines, which was a little... I'm a little spooky. But I also got 2 double kills with all the fire spells, so that was fun too.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to do.
First time I cried at the game store, I'm not going to lie. It hurt me emotionally.
It was a fairly short game.
Ran in and did not expect it. Felt personal.
Okay, so I forget. I should look it up. Sorcerer of Destiny is the one who can walk through walls, and he has a 6-inch move.
I'm kidding, by the way.
It's just going to hop right up here and stay on conceal.
Nice. Easy little move. I'm wondering if I send... I think that's my stalker. Is that my stalker at the door there?
Yep.
Yeah. Be easier once I got these guys fully painted. Thinking of sending him through the door. So the door's right there. I can get... to here.
Yeah, and then with the dash, you'll be able to get right to the corner.
And then dash 3. Chuck in right there. Ooh, yeah, that's nice and warm. He's beside his leader. He's nice and warm. Leave me alone. I bet you nobody saw his face he just gave me, but it was quite judgmental.
I'm gonna get a drink. My throat's all hoarse.
Yay! Oh yeah, ASMR of you swallowing. Yes.
The refreshing agua.
Agua. The well agua.
Don't mess with the agua. Okay, so my rubric marine. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so my rubric marine is gonna stay on conceal, and he's gonna dash out,
and hair,
and then he's gonna move up. He's gonna stay tucked in the terrain there, nice and safe.
There
we go. And over to you.
Who am I gonna pick? Blood Taker. It's on the top of my pile. Might as well go with it. So Blood Taker isn't quite close enough, so it's going to move an inch to get to the wall. Should have put it right up the wall. Guess you were right. And then that is 1 inch off my 7-inch move, so it'll be 6. And then to get over it, it is 2 inches.
Yep.
Off of my 6-inch, which makes it 4 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes here. And then I've got a 3-inch dash, which can tuck me right onto the objective for second round.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my Warpfire Sorcerer, and he has a 6-inch move. So there's a ladder right there, so he'll be able to just move right up to the top here. And I'm actually gonna flip him to engage.
Oh, so mean.
Just in case we get a shot.
I knew he'd do something dirty.
Well, you know, we do have counteractions.
I don't know who to pick. I'm having a dilemma. Oh, goodness me. I'm scared. You spooked me that last game, man. Like, how many guys left do you have to move?
2.
Shit, which means you have counteractions.
Yep.
Pain. Okay. I need to be strategic, but my brain is only giving me turd. I want to move my guys in here, but like...
Well, I can't ignore the heavy. So if you're
I know,
concealed,
but like I
can't
can
shoot
only
you.
put like 2 guys there.
Yeah.
I got 3 over there. Sorry, I'm taking a while. My brain is like, I can feel, it's like the Matrix. It's like everything's fucking connecting. Okay, I'm gonna go with my Enticer. And the Enticer is gonna tuck over to here. So homeboy is gonna pick this up. And then 2 to 3. And then can you pay a blood to drop it?
Yeah, you can pay a blood for an extra APL.
So I'll pay a blood because I paid an APL to pick it up, correct?
Yep. And then your second one was to move.
I will drop it right here behind this barricade.
Nice.
And that is my Enticer.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with my heavy gunner. Just gonna figure out what I'm doing with him. He'll do his first movement as a dash. He'll dash to here. And then he'll move over the wall. So he'll get to move 3 to there. Okie dokie.
So the Skull Claimer is going to go behind this barricade. It's got a 7-inch movement as well.
Oh yeah, you'll just be able to move
Cool.
right in there.
Sick.
10 inches between the reposition and the dash.
Yeah. I know, just some people like it measured.
Well, I mean, it's one thing when you're measuring a finicky distance, isn't it? When you're like, yeah, I'm going to move 3 of my 10 inches. My last regular activation will be my leader. And he is going to... how tall is this? 2 inches. So he's going to move 4, and then with a dash, he will climb over to here. Perfect.
So I'm going to go with the male aspirant. He's got to move 1 to get around the corner. And then he's got 6 inches. And that is more than enough to tuck him behind Buddy right there. Ta-da!
That keeps him safe from the Warflame Sorcerer up there. Okay, and then I get a counteraction.
Just 1.
Yep.
Make it count.
Guy here will move 2 inches. Just scoot up onto the objective.
He didn't shoot me.
Didn't have anybody to shoot. And that will bring us to our last activation.
Which is my female aspirant. And she is going to make a hippity hop over the wall. So she's got a 7-inch move as well. 7 minus 2 is 5. So she gets a 5-inch move.
Okay.
So she can go right here. Right there. And then with the crit op, can I loot the same objective twice with a different, like, can I loot an objective with a different, no?
No, it has to be a different objective.
And then I'm going to tuck behind here at this door. With conceal. And I'm just going to put that up there because I don't mess around with that. And that is round 1, I do believe.
Yeah, so at the end of round 1, the, what is it, WarpCoven? Yeah, that's it. So the WarpCoven have reinforced this flank, hardcore, all hidden, and then we have 2 Marines with the Warp Flame, and it is 9 inches to the gunner here. I did pre-measure, so I won't lose my APL.
Nerd.
Yeah, well, you know. And then we have 2 cowardly Goremongers hiding, and then 2 more here, and then 2 more there, and then the last 2 over there. So Anna's moved up. She's got good pressure. And we will see you in turning point number 2.
Roll off for priority?
Yes. You ready to?
Or do we... No, we roll off first and then do strategy plays?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Will is red, I am green, because Will's dudes are red and my dudes are gory green.
Go
4. Come on, 6. Come on, 6. 5!
Second initiative.
I think I will.
Okie dokie. So I'll gain 2 CP. Puts me to 5.
I will gain 1, which puts me to 4. Alrighty, strategy ploy. I am going to fill up a homeboy with bloody cadaver. I'm going to do my shooty shoot and Tassa.
Okay, so I'm going to use Brotherhood of Sorcery, which gives my sorcerers a bonus to their shooting if they use a secular weapon. And they get a better bonus if they're within 9 inches of each other, I think. Friendly warp cover sorcerer operatives psychic weapons have the balanced weapon rule or ceaseless instead if another friendly warp cover sorcerer operative is within 9 inches of that operative.
I'm going to go with augmented endurance because I really like it. Whenever an operative is shooting a friendly Goremonger operative, if that friendly operative's score tank is half, you can reroll one of your defense dice. If it is full, you can reroll any of your defense dice. And that will cost me 1. So it'll go to 3.
Okay, and then I'm going to use Fate itself as my weapon. So I roll 2d6. This is just Fate dice from AOS, but a little less OP. So I pay 1, putting me down to 3 as well. And then I roll 2d6, and I put them aside. And then I can substitute. So I rolled a 1 and a 4, and then at any point during the firefight phase, I can substitute dice that have been rolled for these dice. One of these 2 dice.
Yeah, substitute for that 1.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to put them here, and then I'm immediately going to forget about it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go with Enhanced Violence, which is whenever a friendly Goremonger operative's gore tank is half, its melee's weapon have the balanced weapon rule, and if it is full, its melee weapons has the relentless weapon roll. And that will cost another CP, bringing me to 2.
Okay, and I'm going to pass.
I don't think I want to use anymore.
Okay, so I will pass again, and then we will go to the firefight phase. And I just wanted to mention, we are messing around with the mics. I think we have a better setup this time.
Yeah.
There was a bit of feedback in the first round.
So our apologies.
We are,
especially to the headphone users.
Hopefully you're not deaf if you made it this far. Okay, so Anna goes first.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I want to do first. And then my other thought was sending my stalker around for this guy. But I'm worried about these 2 homies here. Uh-huh. And you doing that tells me I shouldn't.
Well, I mean, if you run him in and kill this guy, then that guy is dead.
Yeah, but you're really gonna hurt my feelings if you kill my stalker. And I know it's like 1 for 1, but like, I value my feelings.
We'll just charge your champion right in then.
And then kill my champion.
So you're going to hear aspirin?
So yeah, I'm gonna go with homeboy Becky. He is going to morph himself into this guy and pass through him, and then morph back into himself.
Oh, they got the big claw legs and just jump.
Yeah, right through his face.
Yep. He just plays leapfrog with his buddy.
So
Corn
he can move.
is just here to have fun.
Yeah.
And what is more fun than leapfrog?
He can move 7, which will bring him to here, plus 2, which will bring him right in for the charge.
Hello.
Oh, and he's activated. I should have said that beforehand because you have to activate to charge. Or engage. I say activate, but.
I know what you mean.
And then I am going to smack you.
Seems good.
I'm going to smack you with the chain glaive.
Okay.
Which is 4 attacks, hits on 3s, damages 4 on the normals, 5 on the crits, and it has rending.
Okay.
I also have enhanced violence, which is because my gore tank is half, my melee weapons have the balanced weapon rule.
Okay.
So rending and balance.
Cool. Some fists, which are normally 3 attacks, but because I have demon law weapons, I get +1 attack. And then when I'm retaliating, I get accurate 1. So I will get an auto hit. And then I will roll 3 dice.
So rending is what? Sorry.
If you get a crit, you can upgrade one of your successes to a crit.
And then balanced is.
You can reroll 1.
Okay.
Dice. Die.
So hits on 3s. Got a crit.
Hit.
And a hit, so that becomes a crit.
Yep.
And
then
then
roll 9. 3s. Oof. Splash. 4 hits.
And then I reroll 1.
Yep.
No good.
Ouch. You want to pay a CP to reroll the other one?
Yeah. Sweet baby Jesus. I'm going to pick a different one. This 6 right here. Feels good. 5.
Okay, so 2 crits and 2 hits.
Yep.
And I got 4 successes, so I am 3 damage per hit. I'm 14.
5 damage.
Okay, so I will go down to 9. You're 4/5, eh?
Yep.
If you hit with all 3, I'm just dead.
Yep.
And if you hit with your, so I'm gonna block your regular.
Okay. hit for another 5.
Okay, that puts me into 4.
And then I take 9.
Yep. Which puts me into 1.
Fuck you.
Oh, another 4. Down to 1. And then would you like to...
I'm going to use my blood to heal.
Okie dokie. Heal 2d3. Oof. For 2. Up to 3. Yeah, the green dice haven't been so hot lately. Maybe we need some new dice.
I've been wanting to buy new dice.
Need big ones, anyways. Get some cool big ones.
Sir Games a Lot has such a selection.
Well, when we go down for Walden's birthday. Nice. Okay.
Depression. This game hurts, guys. Hurts your soul.
I'm gonna go with my usual cowardly Zeech play. I'm gonna go with my leader.
Cowardly play?
That's not very good. No. So we're gonna go with the leader. He's gonna pay 1 AP for his ability that lets him teleport.
I need to teleport to checkpoint
and then I'm gonna teleport
back.
Yeah, pretty much. You get it. So we're gonna throw down a waystone marker for 1 AP, and then we're gonna move up, and we climb, and then we go 4, and then we can dash onto the objective because there are no good targets, and then we can use our mutant appendage to loot for free to score a point, and then at the end of the activation, we are still within 6.
Go back.
So we're just gonna pop on back here.
Scared cat.
Yep. And that will be me. And that will score me a victory.
You're gonna kill this aspirant. This aspirant is got a 7-inch move, so he's just gonna tuck. Or sorry, she is just gonna tuck over here and flip over. She's gonna stay concealed and take this objective.
Yep.
You beat me to it.
I'll score you a crit point as well.
Yay!
Oh, and I guess we should record that we are on turn 2. Ta-da!
We need a different colored one for the turning points.
Yeah, right. There's black dice around here somewhere. I just don't know what happened to them. Okay, that's you.
And that's me. Not like I just stabbed you.
So we're gonna go with our gunner. I'm gonna flip him over to active, give him the engage order, and we're gonna punch your aspirant in there.
Oh, it's on, baby.
Just need 1 hit.
It's on.
4 dice hitting on 3s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I would have done last turn, but no. But no.
Okay, I'll hit you for 3. And I will reveal my attack op, which is confirm kill. And I will drop a confirm kill marker in control range. And then with my second APL, I guess that gives me a kill op point. Not a victory point, but there's 1 kill. And then we're gonna move over.
And we're gonna collect it afterwards.
Yep. And then we're also gonna shoot at this guy.
Hey.
We have a clear line of sight, and there's no more terrain.
But he's concealed.
There's no terrain in the blocking of base stuff.
You're so mean to me. You just killed my aspirant.
I keep thinking you're going to say aspirin when you say that. So the Infernal Bolt Gun is 4 shots, hitting on 3s, piercing 1.
Ones.
So 3 hits.
Saving on 5s.
You get to reroll one of your defense dice because you're on half blood, right?
Yeah. Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh.
No sweet baby Jesus.
So you block 1, take 6.
How about no?
And that will put you down to 4.
Oh, I'm coming after you.
Oh. And I was wounded.
Yes, you were.
So I only got 2 shots off there, so you only take 3. Because I'm -1 to hit.
Cheater.
So you're at 7. I keep forgetting. Well, because we've been playing with the Plague Marine so much, which ignore it, and I've been playing with the Vespids who just die in 1 hit. So it's never like the wounded rule actually comes up, because if you're wounded, it doesn't matter.
Impaler. Coming after him. So I'm going to do Flesh Skewer range, which is 4 attacks, hits on 3s, damages 4 on the normals, 5 on the crits.
Okay.
Range of 8, it has stun, drag, and prey. Stun is what again?
If you deal damage with a crit, you reduce my ATL by 1.
Okay. So really just looking for 1 damage. That'll do, donkey.
Okay.
That'll do.
You hit on 3s?
I hit on 3s. And
I'm
I can
just
reroll.
gonna-
Oh, I can't reroll because that's for melee weapons.
Yeah. I'm just going to go for the rolls and hopefully get some crits here. That's cocked. Oh. So 2 blocks. You want to pay a CP to reroll that hit that missed? In case I pay a CP to reroll my defense? Yeah. Okay, and then it's not worth it for me to use my CP for the defense. So I will block 2 crits and you'll get 2 hits. And they're what, 4 each?
4 each.
Cool. So that's a dead marine.
Just for my aspirant, man.
Okay. And does that get you a blood, or do you have to be within 2 inches to get the blood?
Where would that be?
It's on your faction rules. I think it's that top part there.
So take away his blood.
And then he's healed up enough that I can't kill him in 1 hit.
Yeah. And roll 4. 4.
Yep, so he's back to full.
Whew.
Nice. Okay, so my heavy gunner is going to activate. We're going to engage order. I'm going to pay our first APL to loot this point.
Do these guys have 2 or 3 APL?
3. Yeah, if they're in range of the sorcerers. So this will put me to 2 points for the crit off. And Dan, he's gonna reposition over here.
And shoot me?
Yep.
Okie
The Soul
dokie.
Reaper cannon. So this is the spicy gun.
No.
5 attacks, hitting on 3s, piercing 1. 4/5.
Piercing 1?
Yeah.
So I roll 2.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 8 damage. Hopefully. Not with that attitude. Sorry. I have the devastating 1 weapon. So that's going to be a crit and 2 hits. And that's going to be 1 damage right away. So that'll put you to 9. Roll crits.
Roll 2. Save on 5s. Got 2 crits.
Oh shit! Nice.
Bless.
Oh boy.
That was baby Jesus.
I had a 1 and a 4. I'm gonna use one of my destiny dice to make this a 4.
He remembered.
And that's gonna be 8. So that's all we need. So yeah, and then we'll leave it there. So you'll block 2, and then you'll take 4 and a 4, but because you're blood you can't take more than 8, so you'll just take 7 more. And go down to 2.
Thank God Will's here for math.
And that's my activation.
Rule. After I heal like that. Spicy. So I'm gonna go with my stalker. He is going to move 1 inch out. And then 6 inches, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Here. And then I'm going to use my faction equipment, which is wrist chains, which is once per turning point. When a friendly Goremonger operative performs the shoot action and you're selecting a ranged weapon, you can use this rule. If you do until the end of that action, the following melee weapons are treated as ranged weapons with the range 2-inch weapon rule: chain blade, great chain axe, and pick rippers. So I'm going to go with the pick rippers on my stalker, which now becomes a shooting weapon. So it is 4 attacks, hits on 3s, damage is 4 on the normal, 5 on the crit, and it has rending.
Okay.
That's trash.
Oof.
Okay.
We're saving 3s.
And I believe can I reroll because it's a melee weapon, but now shooting? That's a little fuzzy.
See?
With my enhanced violence.
What does that say?
Balanced weapon rule on melee weapons. Because it's a melee weapon, but now it's shooting.
Where's the faction equipment?
Right here. I personally...
I mean, I think you should be
It's a
able to.
melee weapon.
That seems more fun.
So he's
Giver.
half correct.
Yep.
So I reroll 1.
Yep. Hey.
And do a 4.
Nice. I got 2 blocks.
Okay. You block 2.
Yep.
And take 4 damage.
Okay, so that will put me to 10.
That wasn't as spicy as I was hoping for.
Yeah, I was expecting some rending crits in there.
Yeah.
Well, I think I kind of just got to double shoot that guy there, eh?
You don't have to. Really, it's okay.
So, we're going to retaliate with our Marine. Gonna flip over.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Engage. He's gonna take a shot number 1 over here with his Inferno Bolt pistol, bolt gun. Inferno Bolt gun. 4 shots, hitting on 3s, piercing 1. And slow and purposeful is a ceaseless.
Nice.
2 hits and a crit. And my bolt guns have devastating 1, so that's 1 mortal. 9, and then piercing, so 2 defense.
No saves.
Oof.
But I'm half, so I can reroll 1.
Yep.
No saves.
Classic.
Screw me, right?
Okay, so that's going to be max damage. So it'll put you down to 2. And then our second APL will be another shot.
Just kill me already. Why even roll the dice?
Got the exact same thing. Crit 2 hits.
1 save. Reroll. No.
Okay, so that will
Kill me.
Yes, ma'am. And we get to put down another kill confirm token. And then I think we're just gonna stay where we are. Yeah. Well, then I can pick up that token after. So I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna get you some different dice. I think the green ones are first.
Tinted dice. You know what? Yeah, red and black feels a lot nicer.
Yeah, there we go.
That feels more Goremonger because it matches their blood tanks.
Perfect. Just a quick dice switch. Okay.
And we just had a mouse die, so that's great.
Okay, over to you.
In good Goremonger fashion.
Blood must flow.
Blood must flow.
Oh, and I get another
kill
point here.
Look at my no points.
You got a kill, didn't you? Yeah, you killed one of my guys.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay, so you missed that. That will be a point for me on the kill off, and a point for Anna on the kill off.
Yeah.
Cool.
My turn?
Yep.
Leader. It's coming for you. Mr. Blood Herald is going to move 2 inches. And then he is going to move 4 inches. Well, that 4.3. Just so he's not in range for melee combat. And we're going to, what is it called again?
Oh, give me the engage order.
Engage, that's the word. And then we're gonna shoot at this Marine here. So I've got Icon of Corn, which is 4 attacks, hits on 2s.
Spicy.
Spice. Damages 4 on the regulars and 4 on the crits. Range of 8, and it has Saturate.
Okay.
And Saturate is
More cover.
More cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on 2s. So much for blessed days.
And we see about 30s. Very good.
I think you blessed the red dice and you cursed all the other ones.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I was doing
That's what I'm thinking.
voodoo rituals before the game. Okay, we're gonna go with the walk through wall sorcerer. He's gonna walk through this wall. Move up to there. Stay on conceal.
Yes, move up to my totem. I'm gonna go with my enticer. So she's gotta move an inch to get around the barricade. So she'll move 1 inch. And then 6. Which gets her right to the door. And she will stay concealed. Beautiful.
My sniper is gonna do nothing. Actually. Now that I said that. shoot at that guy down there.
Fuck off.
So Mind Burn is 5 shots hitting on 4s. Lethal 5 plus. And I can be obscured because of my sorcerer ability. A crit 2 hits. And then I am ceaseless if I'm within 9 inches, which I am.
Are you piercing?
No.
5 up safe. And I don't have blood, so I can't read them.
Okay, and then I'm ceaseless, so I'll reroll my ones. Hit on 4s, so 2 hits. A crit, or 2 crits and a hit. You top 2, and it's 1 damage. And then you are mind burned, so you worsen your hit stat by 1.
These have only got 2, so.
You just take 1.
Why does he just take 1?
Because it's 1/1 damage.
That's pathetic.
Oh yeah, I should have just shot the other one. I'll use my second shot. Sorry, I thought I was going to get you there. I would have done this first. Hit on 4s.
Piercing?
No. Yeah. That will be a 3rd kill. Gives me another kill off point. And that will be me. What you thinking, baby?
Thinking you hurt my feelings. You killed my guys. You killed 3 of them. I've killed 1.
Some downtown action.
So my Skull Claimer is going to charge in. Activate or engage, I should say. And he can move in, no problem. Just going to charge in. Then attack with his Great Chain Axe. 4 attacks, hits on 3s. Damage profile is 5 on the normal, 6 on the crit. And it has Brutal, which means...
I can only block with crits.
Okay, and then it also has Brutish, which is whenever an attack dice would inflict critical damage on this operative, you can choose for that attack dice to inflict normal damage instead. And then once per turning point, if this operative incapacitates an enemy operative with its Great Chain Axe, you gain 1 CP, and that is Claim Skull. And I believe I reroll because I have blood.
Yep. Nice. And then I'm 5 attacks hitting on 3s. So 2 crits and 2 hits.
I'll hit you for 6.
That puts me to 8. Okay. So I gotta block at least 1 or I die. I'm gonna block 2 or I die. I got 2 crits, so I'll block 1 of your crits.
Five damage.
Puts me to 3.
And I assume you're blocking this.
Yeah, and then I'll walk with my crit. And then
Deal
4
for 8.
Yep.
So I go down to 2.
And then 3.
And then I'm gonna spend my blood to heal.
You can spend your blood to fight if you want.
Okay, sure.
And if you get a hit, you kill me.
4 attacks, hits on 3s, 5, 6, brutal.
And I don't even need to roll you hits on them. You can just hit me with your first one.
Okay.
So I will kill my sorcerer. And that will get you a second kill and score you another kill off point. Well, I guess I should put a black back. Oh, yeah, these ones match. There we go. Now we're scoring in style.
That's somewhat okay.
Yeah. So that gives you a blood.
Okay.
And then you can, for getting the kill. And then
Again,
you
my
can,
tank?
Yep. And then you can spend that blood to heal.
And then, yeah, I'm going to spend it to heal. Okay. 3, 4, 5.
Nice. Puts you to 7. My Marine Warrior is going to shoot with his Eternal Bolt gun. Which is 4 shots. I have accurate 1 because of my memo weapon. No, devastating 1. And then if I don't move, I have ceaseless. Okay. And it's piercing 1. So we're looking for the big 8. 2 hits.
One save.
And then I'm ceaseless, so I'll reroll my 1s. Into 2 more hits.
And I've got half blood, so I can reroll my 2.
Yep.
2, 5,
Cool.
2 saves.
Okay, so it's going to be 6 damage. 5, I believe, correct?
I'm 11.
Yeah. Okay, so when we get injured here, you got your ritualist. Oh, blood taker?
Yeah.
You think?
So he's going to be engaged. I'm going to move him here.
We'll charge.
And then he is going to attack with his Ritual Blade, which is attack of 4, hits on 3s, damage profile is 3 on the normal, 5 on the crit, and he has Ritual. And Ritual is, whenever this operative is using this weapon, the first time you inflict damage on an operative within its control range during that sequence, you can increase this operative's gore tank. Note this is cumulative with the normal rules for increasing its gore tank, i.e. if it's incapacitates an operative within its control range. So 4 attacks. Hits on 3s.
Feels bad. That fucking sucks. You got a CP for the kill you got with your blood taker. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. I got a crit in 2 hits. You're balanced because you have the half blood. So you get to reroll 1. And then do you want to spend a CP to reroll another one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Damage.
Okay. That puts me to 11. And that'll give you a blood. Right? Because your ritual?
Yep.
That puts you to full. Head back for 4.
Go to 6. Hit for 3.
Oops. I'll hit you for 3.
Go to 3. Block.
So I'm at 8, you're at 3.
Can I use 2 rounds of blood or just 1?
You need 2 blood actions per turn, yeah. So you can heal and then do something else.
Okay, I'm going to heal first.
Okay.
For 6.
Damn, up to 9.
And then I can attack again?
If you pay your last blood, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pay my last blood.
Okay.
And attack again.
Okay.
That's much better.
Yeah, that's not bad. 4 attacks. Written units.
What are you at?
8.
Damage.
Yes, 3, and then you just turn it. I'll hit you for 4 before I die.
Okay, and then 3.
Yep. Cool.
So I go down to, what was that, 9? You said 4?
Yep.
So I go to
5. And then you get a blood. And you get a kill, which is another. Nope, you need 4 to get your 3rd point. You need an. You're still only at 2.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no,
I thought this was the counter.
It's
Like
this
it's
one
up here.
Okay, and then this guy is dead. Take him off. Okay.
And that is round 2.
Sweet, so we will score up. I have 2 points. You have 1. We reveal our prime. I'm going to reveal, or I'm all flustered. I'm going to pick up this, and I will score 1 point. You killed the guy over there, so I can't take 1 over there. So I'm going to score 1 for my attack op. Are you going to reveal anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so there we go. So, it was a bloody turn, but to be expected when you're playing Corn. We got our Warpfire Sorcerer up top still, holding it down. And then our 2 guys over here. Everybody else is dead. The champion has made a bold challenge. And he's supported by the Inciter, the Blood Taker, Skull Taker,
Claimer.
Skull Claimer. Ooh,
I
big
do believe
eyes.
that's his name.
Your Ritualist. And then you got your last little aspirin hanging out back there. I think you're in a pretty good spot. It's 5 against 3.
And I killed 3 finally, and Will killed 3. So
You're winning the 1-for-1 exchange. And we will see you in round 3.
heck yeah.
You're back in round 3. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good until those last 2 activations when you killed 2 guys. Now I'm not feeling so hot. I think I gotta get the priority and like get a double kill here.
Yeah.
Or I'm pretty much boned. Anyways, so into the priority roll. Oh sweet baby Jesus, I gotta win 1.
4.
Yes!
5. Nice.
Let's go. Okay, well I'm definitely taking priority.
Oh, good lord.
initiative, whatever it's called in this game. So I will go up to 4 CP. You will go up to 2. Strategies. If
I know my sugars are dropping.
he's not on the camera.
Aw.
He's trying to be.
Trying to make my debut.
So fate itself is my weapon. Because I like that rule. It's fun. Yeah. Okay, so pay a CP to roll 2 dice. And we will put those aside and potentially use them later. 2 and a 3. Would you like to activate anything?
I believe my leader of blood yet. And I didn't move my bloody cadaver, so I can't fill up my token, my blood tank, I should say.
Do you remember, though, your leader at any point in his activation, if he's empty, he can fill up.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a strategy ploy that lets you, if you're on empty when you activate, you can pay a CP to go to half. But if you end and you have none, then you take D3. Otherwise, you lose blood.
Augmented endurance, which is if my gore tank is half, I reroll one of my defense dice, and if it's full, I reroll any of my defense dice.
Okay, I'm going to put you down to 1. I think we're going to call that good. Piercing.
I'm going to spend my last CP for enhanced violence.
Okay. That's your better melee.
That is my... If my gore tank is half, its melee weapons have balance. If it's full, my melee weapons have relentless.
Sounds good. And I'm going to pass. You're done too?
Yeah, I don't have any more points to play with.
Okie dokie. So, this camera set up. We will get into the firefights. We're going to go with our Rubric Marine. And he is going to take a shot at your leader with his first AP. With his Inferno Bolt Gun, which is 4 attacks. 1 threes. Yes. He has Ceaseless because he hasn't moved. And we have Devastating 1 from the Ensorcelled Rounds. Or Piercing 1. So 4 attacks. We'll take it. 6s are immortal, and then we got a crit and 3 hits.
So you said you had piercing?
Yep.
Save 5. No saves. I've got half, correct?
Yes.
So I can reroll 1. No saves.
Okie dokie. So we will. I don't know what sound an Inferno Bolt Gun would make, but it'd be like fire. Yeah. And you're blown away in a torrent of warp fire. We will drop a confirmed kill.
Oh, you did kill him, eh?
Yep.
I had plans for him. Grand ambitions.
And then we'll give us another kill. And Dan, our second APL, will be shooting at this guy over here.
Fuck off.
And the camera is still on him, so 4 attacks again. You will get a cover save here, though.
Leave my skull claimer alone.
And just more of the same. Ooh. Definitely not as good, though. We do have Ceaseless, though, so we can reroll these 2s. Would you like to make your roll?
Piercing?
Yes.
No saves.
Okay, so I'm going to reroll my 2s.
Do I have blood?
No.
Cool. Screw me, right?
6 damage.
That one.
Oh, that's shit. You will be injured, but what do I want to do for my last action? No point in going over there. I'm not going to make it anyways. I think I might just tuck over here. Try and space myself out from that other sorcerer. We'll go like that. Okay. Very effective turn. Would have been nice to get that kill.
Yeah, no doubt.
Beggars can't be cheesy.
I'm gonna go with my Skull Claimer because he's about to die. So Skull Claimer's gonna he's hurt. He's really hurting. And he's gonna bye. Put his there.
Oh yeah, these come off. So you just score a point for doing that. Okay, and that'll score you a victory point for the crit off.
It costs an AP to take a objective, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So that's me.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Warpfire Sorcerer. He's going to scoot forward. And then he is going to. This guy just has 1 health.
Yep.
He's gonna shoot at that guy first with his Mind Burn. So 5 attacks hitting on 4. 1 damage each, so we just gotta get 1 through. Two and a crit. You get cover, so you automatically retain 1 save. If you so choose.
I do choose.
Seems good.
And then I have no blood, so I can't reroll. So I die. That was close though.
Yes, very close. I thought you had it. I thought I was gonna say CP, but you didn't have the CP. So
No.
that will burn another guy. Man, I wouldn't want to fight the Zinch dudes and just like die a horrible death. You know? But I mean, Corn's not much better because they like drain your blood.
Yeah.
Also doesn't seem pleasant.
And then I assume you're gonna shoot down here?
Yes. And then this is gonna drop one of these. Not that I'm gonna be able to pick any of them up. But then I'm gonna have to shoot with my Firestorm, which is 5 attacks hitting on 4s, 2/3. And we don't have any bonuses.
Ouch.
Oh shit, that's 6 dice. Apparently you can't count. Okay, I'm gonna roll that.
Maybe you should have known.
That's what I got for cheating, I guess. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, you can roll, you're good.
I got a save.
And
And I'm half blood, so I can reroll 1.
I'm hitting on 4s, yeah. Okay, so you do that.
2 saves.
God damn it. Man, in here I thought everything was turning around. There's no point in even re-rolling because I'm not going to get 2 and I can't re-roll 2. Okay, yeah, you live. I guess that's okay. Feel like I'm back at 3-3 again.
So my blood taker is going to hop over this wall and then move 5. Here. Still be within an inch of the objective. I'm gonna put a conceal order. No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And take this objective.
Okay. I'll square you a point for your crit on.
And then with my blood, I'm gonna use my blood to heal.
Okie dokie. That is your last point you can score for the turn for your objectives.
For 2.
Good old 2.
So I'll go to 7.
Not bad. That's you.
That's me.
Okie. Okay, so my last active guy is going to be my leader. We're going to give him an engage order. He is going to hop and then dash. And he's going to get over to here. And I measured.
So why can't you take the objective?
Because you already looted it.
Oh, because we're doing the looting one.
Yeah. So I can get within an inch of the door in that marker. This is so finicky. We're within an inch. And then we're within an inch of the door. Whatever. It works. Okay. And then we're gonna door fight through the door with our super spicy Kovash. 5 attacks, 3s hit, 5s are lethal, 4/6. Boom.
Dual auto pistols, point blank, 4 attacks, hits on 3s, damage 3 on the normal, 4 on the crit, ceaseless and rending. So ceaseless is.
You pick a number to reroll, and then rending is if you get a crit, you get another crit.
Okay. Hope you roll my 1.
Yep.
And I get another crit because of that crit.
Yeah. Spicy. Okay, I'll hit you for 6.
4.
Okay.
What are your normals hit for?
4.
Hit you for 4.
That'll put me to 10. And then I'll hit you for 4. And that gives me a kill number 6. Well, it's a fucking bloodbath, that's for sure. Okay.
So his blood's gonna get taken away.
Hail Mary play.
He's gonna get engaged. Sorry, she. This is my girly coming out to play.
Who's she getting engaged to? Oh, I guess your ritualist down here? Oh my god.
Could have been girl on girl action.
I know, I was hoping it was a girl and then we could say we're LGBTQ friendly.
Well, we are anyways.
Never made it official, you know. Have a wedding on the channel. There are videos of the wedding of the Bloodmongers. Merging right in.
And then I'm gonna hit with the chain glaive. 4 attacks, hits on 3s, damages 4 on the normal, 5 on the crit, and I have rending.
Okay, and I got the spicy Kovash.
Sick.
Well,
I think we call game there. Game love.
good game, babe. Well, turn around real quick. The aspirin here will get picked up, leaving Anna just the ritualist down here. And that probably isn't enough to deal with 2 sorcerers and a. So we're gonna call her there. Yeah, that really turned around.
That put you to 7 kills.
Yeah, so I like max out the kill op, and I'll hunt that guy down.
My primary op was crit op.
Oof. I mean, you did score a lot of points for the.
I scored 3. He scored 2.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to score any there, but I would have taken them all next turn. Mine was my tack op. I would have got 1 here and 1 here, so I would have scored 2 more. So, yeah, fair. Yeah. At the end of the round there, I thought you had me, and then I kind of turned it around. Any thoughts on the Bloodmongers?
I have a love-hate relationship with them right now.
Yeah, they're kind of.
A love relationship against some armies and a hate relationship against other armies, and I think a lot of players probably feel the same way about every single army. So that's
rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the WarpCoven seemed pretty good.
I mean, it really just, for me, just depends on how the dice play, right? Like, all the guys are pretty decent. They have decent profiles. It's just these damn dice.
The black dice rolled a lot better than the green ones.
A little bit better.
But yeah, the melee's pretty sweet.
I gotta keep remembering to read my firefight ploys.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been doing that, and I think it's at a bit of a disadvantage for myself. Same with my faction equipment. Like, I use the gory totem and the bloody cadaver, no problem, but I forget about the wrist chains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then my grenades, like, I didn't use my smoke grenade at all. And then I didn't end up using my crack grenades.
True.
So, like, I feel like I'm missing out on a little piece of something, Like, I could use it.
Well, there's so many rules too, right? Like when I played Dan last night and I played the Vespids, I played them how many times? Like 10 games?
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize the drone can't be targeted when it's concealed, no matter unless you're within 2 inches of it. So like you can just never shoot the drone.
It's just playing a bunch of games to learn. Like, I feel like I've learned more now playing a second game with these guys.
Yep.
But it took playing that first game to realize, like, don't rush in your guys, play defensively, but also strategically.
Yeah.
So.
Aggressive, but not reckless.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But learning as we go.
Yep. Well, we'll call her there.
We shall call her there. Thanks
Awesome.
for watching, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the fun stuff.
We will see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the next.